Hey guys, how's it going? So it's me. I'm here with my everyday makeup routine. I'm going to be going to the movies. Yeah, I know I was supposed to have this video up the other day, but I've just been really sick and I've just been in bed. I really haven't been in the mood to do anything. So yeah, but anyways, so we'll go ahead and get started. I already moisturized my face. Already washed my face and moisturized my face. Let me go get my Okay, I'm back. So this is what I've been using to wash my face lately. When I came to my mom's house, I completely forgot to bring a facial cleanser. So we went to Sephora and I got a few things. This is one of the things that I got. I went ahead and got the Purity by Made Simple, by Philosophy, I mean. I've always wanted to try this cleanser. I just never really got around to it. So when obviously I was in need of a cleanser, so I went ahead and just got the travel size. This was only like a couple bucks. I think it was like $8 or something. So far it's okay. I have like dry. I guess I have combination skin. I do have dry skin, but I also have oily spots. So if you guys want me to make a review or something, just let me know. And I already moisturized my face. I'm currently using Pond's dry skin cream. Like I said, I do have dry skin, and it is winter where, well, obviously it's winter everywhere, but it does snow and it does get really cold here. So my skin does get dry, and then as well, yeah, my skin has just been really dry because I've been dehydrated and stuff lately as well, which just sucks. But yeah, I've been using this. This is actually really nice. It's nice and thick. So if you like thick moisturizers, this is a good one to check out. And it smells really, really nice. It just smells nice and clean and fresh, and it gives your skin actually the same scent. So like I said, I already did that. I went ahead and put chapstick on my lips already. I don't really use lipstick and stuff that often, but I went ahead and just put Burt's Beeswax lip balm. So like before, I've never really been the type to wear foundation. So what I normally always just use is just concealer. One of my all-time favorite concealers is the DermaBlend Professional Leg and Body Cover. This is in the full coverage and it's in the color Natural. I absolutely adore this. I don't know if it's actually like full foundation or just concealer or what exactly it is, but it's the best thing ever. And it comes in like this big tube. It actually comes with 3.4 fluid ounces, and this lasts you like so fucking long because this actually a little goes a long way. So my it fell once and it like the cap cracked. So but anyways, so what I do with this is I just, sorry if I'm going to be looking right here, I have a mirror right here. Let me go ahead and just fix that so you guys can see me at all times. But yeah, so I just take a little bit on my ring finger, and I just pat it on my under eye as so, and I gently, pat it around and spread it. I know a lot of people say that you're not supposed to like tug on your under eye and stuff like that. I mean, it may look like I'm tugging and stuff, but I do it very gently. I've done this for years, so I kind of know. I kind of have my own way of doing it, but I also put it on my eyelids simply because I do have discoloration on my eyelids, as you can tell on this eye compared to this eye. As you can see, this shit is amazing. I absolutely love this. I've tried multiple different concealers, and this one is just the one that I always go to. And like I said, it gives you a lot. Gives you 3.4 fluid ounces, which is a lot, and it lasts forever. So yeah, just go ahead and apply that on both sides. And like I said, I don't use foundation. So what I do with this is if I have like any imperfections, any discoloration on the rest of my face, I go ahead and use this as well. Normally where I use it besides my under eyes is I use it between my eyebrows because I do have discoloration there as well. So go ahead and put that. And I do have somewhat acne scarring on the side of my face. You guys can't really see it with this camera, so that's nice. So I just put it there, and then as well, ever since I was little, I have like little veining on my cheeks. I simply just apply a little there, just to give it somewhat of a cover up. There's that. Now on this cheek. So there's that. And I do have a little bit of discoloration right here from a pimple, so I'm just going to put that there. There's that. And I do have one little red spot right here on my chest, so I'm just going to put that on there as well. And there's that for the concealer. As you can see, it does make a big difference on your, on your under eyes and stuff. So I really, really like that. Now what I do now is I go ahead and take my powder. I normally fluctuate with different powders. Normally I just use like the Rimmel London, like the like the $5 one, just because it does the job and it's it's pretty cheap. But at Walgreens they had Revlon for like 50% off, so I went ahead and tried the Revlon Colorstay pressed powder, and this one's in light. So I just do that. The brush that I use here, I'll show you guys my brushes real quick. I use this brush set that I got from, it's originally from Coastal Scents. I purchased it off of the app called Zulily, which is amazing. Zulily is basically, if you guys are familiar with Hot Look, basically the same concept, except for I just love Zulily a lot more. They have a lot more sales. Their prices are a lot more reasonable. They sell absolutely anything and everything from clothing, shoes, bags, cosmetics, home decor, everything. So I went ahead and got this, or I ordered this a while ago. It's the Coastal Scents 22-piece brush set, and it comes with a rollout mat like this. I have a lot of my I have a couple of my own brushes in here, as you guys can see, but like all like the black brushes and stuff are from this set. But yeah, this was I only paid like 12 bucks for this. Yeah, it was super cheap. I could not pass on to this. So what I use is the number 4 brush, which is just a flathead top. I don't know what kind of hair this is, but it's just really soft. All their brushes are really soft in this set, which I absolutely love. So I just pat that there, tap away the excess. And I just, wherever I have it on the concealer, I kind of pat it, and then, I swipe it across. And I really like this powder so far because it's not, it doesn't really make your face look cakey or powdery or anything like that. It's not chalky or anything, so that's really nice. Go ahead and just set my concealer. And then as well, I do blend it, on the bottom, just because that's what I do. There's that. So the next thing I use is bronzer. As you guys can see, I am pretty pale. I'm really pale, actually. So the bronzer, once again, I do fluctuate between bronzers. My all-time favorite bronzer is the Too Faced, what is it, like, from the Poreless collection. It's the Too Faced, I think it's like Barely Burt. The Too Faced Poreless bronzer. I completely forgot what it's called, but it's just one of the bronzers from that line. Oh, I absolutely love that bronzer because I've noticed that a lot of bronzers make my face oily throughout the day, and that bronzer, it doesn't, because it actually, with the line, it makes your face less shiny and it controls the oil and stuff like that. But at the time, I always order that online. I never really tend to find it in the store, so I don't really know if it's like an online thing only. But once again, I always get that bronzer. It's $30, which is, it's kind of expensive for a bronzer. And at the time, I was running out of a bronzer, and I didn't really have the patience to wait for my bronzer to come online, so I went ahead and bought one of my one of my other favorite bronzers, which is by Physicians Formula, and it's the Bronze Booster. Mine's in light to medium. It has very, 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 very subtle gold shimmer into it. The Too Faced one is completely matte. This one, like I said, has very slight shimmer in it, but you can't really tell on the face, which I like because I don't really like shimmer in my bronzers. So what I use is the Coastal Scents number 2 brush, which is like a stipple brush. I really like this because it blends it really nicely. I do have about about 3 different brushes that I use for bronzer, but this is one of the, this is the main one that I use. So what I do is I do apply it completely all over my face. So I just tap it in there and then tap off the excess as always. And the way I put my bronzer is I start from my forehead first. Do it that way. And then I start from, normally I do, like I said, my forehead first, and then I do my left side of my face, and then I do my right side of the face, and then I go down. So there's that. And I do also use the same bronzer to contour. I'll get into that right now. And once again, I do bring it down to my neck just because you don't want a makeup line. That's pretty embarrassing and just makes you look like you don't know what you're doing. And then once again, I do bring it down to my chest. I am wearing a V-neck today, so I do, bring it down just so it doesn't look like my chest is a lot fuller than my face. But sometimes when I'm just wearing just like a scoop neck or something, I'll just do it from like right here. But sometimes I'll pull up my shirt and blend it down just to be safe. So there's that. There's my face. You can't really tell, but I mean it makes pretty good difference. Some days I'll apply a little bit more, and people are like, "Oh my God, Karina, were you tanning?" And I'm just like, "No, it's makeup." And then next, what I do is I contour. The brush that I use for contouring, it's by what is it? Co-Science or something. I completely forgot. I got this brush a long time ago when I used to work for Lovely Skin. But yeah, this is just their blush brush. It's just angled. I just really like this for contouring just because I can get really into it. Once again, I do use a couple brushes for contouring. Another brush that I use for contouring is the the Idea Bare Essentials Flawless Face Brush, which is just like that. It's kind of, it's nice. I sometimes use this to blend it out. But yeah, once again, I just tap it, and I make sure there isn't too much. Tap out the excess. And for contouring, I just suck in my cheeks. And the way I contour is I do suck in my cheeks, and I do it in the hollows of my face. And then I do move it up gradually into my cheekbone, and then I move it down, just because I know some people like their contour to be like a straight line and it's very obvious. I like to blend mine out just because I don't really like, just a full line look. And plus it kind of I blend it out more when I put blush on too. So. And with contour, I always do it for my right side first. But when I do bronzer, I always do it for my left side. It's weird. So now I'm just going to do the other cheek. And then I'm going to take my Bare Essentials brush and I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. And then I go back to my other brush and I want to go ahead and get some more bronzer. And I now just contour my my temples. And just kind of just to give you that simplicity look. And then I'll just, go down a little bit right here, my upper lip, and then just, use whatever left on the brush to do on the rest of my face. So there's that. So bronzer is done. Blush, I normally just, like I do with my face powder and my bronzer, I normally just fluctuate between My blushes, the one that I brought with me is my MAC blush, which is Blush of Youth. It's just a beauty powder, so it's not as pigmented, which I really like. So you can really build this up. This is from like one of, I think it was like the Romance collection years ago. I actually got this at a CCO a long time ago. And then I take the Coastal Scents number 5 brush, which is it's just like the brush, similar to the, you know, same brush shape that I use for my contour. So then I just take that, and like I said, this is a beauty powder, so it's not very pigmented at all, so I just roll around for a little bit just to get some color onto there. And then I just smile and put it on the apples of my cheeks. Now what I do next is I just highlight my face, and for highlighter what I use is the NARS, what is it, NARS, I think it's like the it's the NARS highlighting blush powder, and it's an Albatross, I believe that's how you say it. It's a really pretty pale, I don't know, it's like a pale ivory, and it has like gold shimmers into it, which I love. And the brush I use for that is my Coastal Scents number 3 brush. So it's just a stippling brush like that. So then I just, you know, get some onto there. And what I highlight is just my cheekbones. So yeah, I just highlight there. Right here. And I really like this because it gives you a nice, very, very pretty sheen and very, very nice subtle highlight. Normally the highlight that I use is from these, from this, I probably have it with me, because I normally like really frosty highlighters, and I normally use the highlighter from the Hard Candy Glow All the Way in the color Sunburst. As you can see, I've used up all the white. I absolutely love the Frosties for highlighter personally. And this one, they didn't really have the one that I wanted to go with at Sephora. What? I'm making a video. Can you go away? Yeah. Are you going to put it on the table? Okay. Put the back? Okay. So yeah. So once again, for highlighter, I also add it onto my Cupid's bow. And then a little bit on my nose and a little bit on my chin. And that's pretty much it for my face. I also do highlight. Normally I fill in my eyebrows because, as you guys can see, I do have slight slight gaps in my eyebrows. But I completely forgot to bring my eyebrow powder, so I won't be filling in my eyebrows. So then I also do, from my Naked palette, from the Urban Decay Naked palette. Let me just get the brush that I use. I have the Naked palette too, and I use BOOTYCALL, which is the third one in the palette. It's a really pretty, like pale pink, kind of somewhat frosty. And so what I do is, okay, thank you. Okay, so what I do is I just use my Coastal Scents. This is a number 11 brush. It's just a round tip. Normally this, you would use it kind of like a pencil brush almost. I just really like it to highlight underneath my eyebrow. And like I said, I use BOOTYCALL from the Urban Decay 2 Naked palette. Take the mirror off of there. And yeah, so I'll just tap some of that, and then I do it directly just under my eyebrow. I was thinking about doing my eyeshadow, and I was going to make a tutorial, but I mean, come on, look at this. This is horrible lighting, and I completely forgot to bring my camera. I probably should have brought my camera since I was planning on doing videos and stuff like that. So there's that. And to go back with my Hard Candy Glow All the Way in Sunburst Blush Trio, I'm just going to take whatever I have remaining of the white and I put it in my inner corners. Just to give my face a nice pop and to illuminate my eyes. I don't use a brush just because I like how it just looks with your finger a lot better. So, but you can use a brush obviously. So there's that. And what I do next is I curl my lashes. That's pretty much the final thing that I do, is I curl my lashes. And I mean, personally, I feel like all eyelash curlers are the same. I've tried tons and tons of brands, but I use the crap out of my eyelash curlers to the point where it doesn't squeeze very much because it's so loose. So this one I got when I was in California. It's by the brand Princessa. And if you live in California, then you know what store I'm talking about. They have the Viva 99-cent store. Oh my god, I love that store so much. So I got this eyelash curler for 99 cents just because mine was already getting worn out. And I said, why not? And it works amazing. Just it's an eyelash curler. So I go ahead and curl both my eyelashes. Normally what I do, because I'm very picky with my mascara, I like my mascara to hold a curl, but lately I've just been having trouble finding the perfect mascara to hold a curl. So normally I have to curl my eyelashes a couple of times. I have to curl it first when I curl them first before I put the mascara. I do one coat of mascara and let it sit because it's going to make my eyelashes sink. So then after my mascara dries up, I go ahead and curl them again. And then I apply a second base of mascara. So yeah, I just go back. Probably should have put my phone on silent. Sorry. So there's that. And then the mascara that I'm using right now is just a Lashblast Fusion by Covergirl. It's the purple tube. Mine's in Blackest Black or in Berry Black. And it's just like every Lashblast. It has the same wand. Just the formula is different. I believe this one's it gives you more volume or something. I don't know. It's just a mascara. Honestly, I've used millions and millions of different mascaras to high-end to drugstore, and I just always go back to drugstore just because I personally feel like all mascaras are almost the same, and I just haven't really fell in love with a mascara that I continuously buy, and use it every single day. I'm just always trying out different mascaras. So there's that. Now the other eye. And then I just go and do it with my bottom lashes as well. But with this big brush, you kind of have to do it very, softly And you can't really do it fast, just to be careful that you don't get any mascara, like, you know, underneath your eye, and it gives you like a raccoon look. And that's about it. That's my makeup routine. Once again, I do apologize for the very bad lighting, but yeah, I just wanted to make a video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you guys want to see certain videos and stuff like that, go ahead and comment down below. I do have to edit this video because my mom and little sister did interrupt me. I do remember those days. So instead of it being annoying, I am going to try to edit it out this time. I know normally I don't, and I always just leave it in the video. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions or anything like that about the products, or want me to make any reviews or anything like that, just comment down below and let me know. And once again, I do apologize for the lighting and the quality of the video. I should have thought ahead of time and should have brought my camera with me, but I didn't. But I want to make videos for you guys anyway, so I hope you guys, you know, cope with me and stuff like that. But once again, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.